Hey Premier Planet, it's Justin Barlow coming at you from inside the Premier Studio in Woodstock, Illinois, and I'm here to tell you all about our 179th studio taping this last Saturday night. Of course, if you were able to come out to Woodstock and celebrate our 179th with us, we want to thank you so much for your support, and as always, we know some of you weren't able to make it out here. If you weren't able to make it, we know you were here with us in spirit. We thank you as well. We opened the evening with a big 6-person tag team match that was birthed last week at PPW 178. It was the team of Shredding Connor Core, El Mero Mero Inestra, and Sensei taking on the team of Sky Blue, Anakin, and the world exclusive Matt Vine. Now, the team of Inestra, Connor, and Sensei, they pulled out just about every dirty trick they could think of, but eventually this match ended up just breaking down into a melee. Connor is able to get Sky up, looks like he's setting her up for a body slam. That's when Anakin comes off the top rope, missile drop kick to Sky's back, which sends Connor going backwards and Sky landing across his shoulders. That was enough for the referee to count to 3. The team of Sky Blue, Matt Vine, and Anakin walk away with the victory in the 6-person tag team match. Following that, we had a debut here in PPW. It was from Juarez, Mexico, La Tarantula. But his first match, his first ever wrestling match, no easy feat by any means. He was tasked with taking on the 15-year veteran, the dirty boy, Irish Andy Anderson. Now, La Tarantula, a very successful showing here, but unfortunately not a successful matchup for him, as Andy Anderson was able to deliver an Andy bomb off the corner after delivering a vicious double foot stomp right to La Tarantula's sternum. La Tarantula unfortunately falls to the veteran, but gets a very well-deserved round of applause as he makes his exit out of the Premier Studio. Following that, we had the first of 2 preliminary #1 contendership qualifying matches as announced last week. It was Matt Vine taking on Sensei. Now in this match, Matt Vine, he's now so close to getting back into the title picture here in PPW. He comes out like a freight train, and despite a flurry of offense by Sensei, Matt Vine is able to reverse a pin attempt, is able to roll Sensei up and get the 1-2-3. Matt Vine now advances to PPW 180 this Saturday night to compete for the #1 contendership. And following that matchup, it was the second of the 2 matches, El Mero Mero Inestra taking on Anakin. And let's take a look at the footage and see what happened at the end of this match. So you can see there, this matchup ending in controversial fashion. Inestra getting the pin, but the referee not seeing Anakin's foot on the bottom rope. Because of this, Anakin has now been granted a second chance to get into the #1 contendership picture this Saturday night. He's going to face Sensei, and the winner of that match is going to go on to a #1 contenders match. And in our main event, it was the PPW World Heavyweight Championship. If you remember, back at PPW 178, the match was thrown out, double disqualification, so this was a rematch between the hunk with the tree trunks, Chase Gosling, and Ronnie Veronica Metro with the gold on the line. Let's take a look and see what happened at the close of this contest.
Go, Kurt!
So you can see there, Chase at the very last, literally the very last second, able to roll back under the bottom rope to get back into the ring before the ref counts to 10. However, Ronnie was still outside the ring. He did not make the referee's 10 count. That means Chase Gosling may have won the match, but your PPW World Heavyweight Champion is still Ronnie Veronica Metro. However, now having a win over Ronnie under his belt, and due to the fact that we still don't have a #1 contender here in PPW, Chase Gosling laid out the challenge for this Saturday night at PPW 180 for a rematch, and Chase promised that the third time will be the charm. So again, this Saturday night at our landmark 180th studio taping, you are going to see in the world title match, Chase Gosling taking on Ronnie Metro. In a #1 contendership qualifying match, it's going to be Anakin and Sensei. In a #1 contenders match, it's Matt Vine and Inestra. And Connor Core has submitted a grievance to Premier officials claiming that he wasn't the legal man, therefore the pin that Sky got on him shouldn't have counted, and he has challenged Sky Blue to a match this Saturday night as well. On behalf of all of us here at Premier Planet, on behalf of all of us here at Premier Pro Wrestling, I want to thank you, the Premier Planet, for your continued support of us here at PPW. Don't forget to find us all over the internet. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube. You can find us at www.premierprowrestling.com. The Premier Academy is still going strong. If you have any questions, you're curious about enrollment in the Premier Academy, send a message to our Facebook page, and we will see you folks out here this Saturday night for PPW 180.